ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतिशे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांता नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरु दीनतारिणं श्री परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्यमीश्वरम्। Hare Krishna. I welcome each one of you. And do any one of you think that Hindi translation is required? How many of you think Hindi is required? Raise hand.
आप में से कितने लोगों को लगता है कि हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन की जरूरत है?
हाँ, Alpa Mataji, Ansuman Pro doesn't require. Dhruv Pro requires. Okay. Some people are there. And in India, it is majority is force. But in Krishna consciousness, minority is the force. In India also minority is the force. Yes, wrong example. We will go for translation. Hare Krishna. Okay, so last month we discussed about it. I don't know how many of you remember it.
हरे कृष्णा। तो पिछले महीने हमने इसके बारे में चर्चा की थी, तो मुझे नहीं पता आप में से कितने लोगों को याद है।
Okay, so we were discussing, we'll do a little bit of revision so that you understand. So generally, people say that destiny is bhagya.
तो साधारणतया लोग बोलते हैं कि डेस्टिनी का मतलब है भाग्य।
And then they say that you are getting the reaction of your action.
फिर वो कहते हैं कि आपके कर्म की प्रतिक्रिया, आपकी क्रिया की प्रतिक्रिया आपको मिल रही है।
So the first thing last time we had discussed is Bhagya is not, destiny is not Bhagya, it is called Daiva.
तो पिछली बार हमने चर्चा की थी कि डेस्टिनी का मतलब भाग्य नहीं, दैव है।
And in that we discussed how the result we are getting, attainment of the result, is not just a simple function of action.
और हमने चर्चा की थी कि जो आपको परिणाम मिल रहा है वो एक्शन यानी आपके कर्म का एक सिंपल साधारण सा फंक्शन नहीं है।
It is not a linear algorithm. मैंने just like simple thing I can tell. Today what happened is in the morning, last moment I get to know that I have to introduce our speaker, Bhagavatam speaker, Acharya Ratna Prabhu went and he is supposed to introduce. He last moment said, Prabhu, please introduce. And then I could not take my breakfast.
तो ये एक सरल रेखा का फंक्शन नहीं है। जैसे आज का उदाहरण मैं देता हूँ, सुबह मुझसे अचानक कहा गया कि आज के जो वक्ता हैं उनका परिचय मुझे देना है और आचार्य प्रभु ने मुझसे कहा, तो मैं अपना ब्रेकफास्ट नहीं खा पाया।
So then the class went long and I took a breakfast at 10:15 almost. Yes, 10:15.
तो कक्षा बहुत लंबी चली और मैं 10:15 बजे जाकर अपना नाश्ता कर पाया।
And since then my stomach is really Hare Krishna. It is really troubling me whole day.
तब से मेरा पेट बहुत मुझे परेशान कर रहा है।
So now sometimes we also think our lives things in life are also like that. I did some mistake in the morning and that's why in the evening I got some acidity or gas.
तो कभी कभी हम सोचते हैं कि हमारा जीवन भी इसी प्रकार से कार्य करता है कि सुबह मैंने कुछ खराब खाया और रात को मुझे गैस हो गई.
But that is not the case.
लेकिन ऐसा नहीं होता है.
Karma or destiny is not a simple linear function of action and reaction.
तो जो कर्म या जो हमारा भाग्य है, डेस्टिनी है, दैव है, वो एक सरल रेखा का फंक्शन नहीं है.
It's not that I slap Arpan and I will get back a slap.
ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं अगर अर्पण को एक चांटा मार दूंगा तो मुझे तुरंत चांटा वापस पड़ जाएगा.
There are so many things that can happen.
तो बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो हो सकती हैं.
First thing, he may say, Prabhu, thank you so much. You gave me mercy.
तो पहली चीज है कि वो कह सकते हैं कि प्रभु जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आपने मुझ पर कृपा बरसाई.
Second thing, he can give me a slap back.
दूसरी चीज है कि वो मुझे वापस चांटा मार सकते हैं.
Third thing, he gave me a punch back.
तीसरी चीज है कि वो चांटा नहीं घूसा मार सकते हैं.
Based on what all things I have done in past and based on what Arpan also feels what he is. So the reaction will be dependent on other factors.
तो ये इस पर आधारित होगा कि मैंने और क्या क्या कार्य किया है और दूसरा है कि अर्पण अपने आप को क्या समझता है. तो
if I have more biceps than Arpan, he may, Prabhu, you gave me mercy.
तो अगर मेरी अर्पण प्रभु से ज्यादा बाइसेप्स है तो वो कह सकते हैं
which I don't have.
मेरा तो नहीं है.
So it is not as linear as we think. Life is not as linear as we think. I don't know how do you translate linear in Hindi.
कोई मैं देखा देखिए तो एक सरल रेखा का चित्र नहीं है ये.
It is complex.
ये बहुत जटिल है.
And why it is complex? Oh, why it is complex? We discussed that how our Daiva or destiny, as it is called, is equal to a function of not just our karma, it is a complex function of our karma, the gunas that are acting on us, our swabhava, kala, ichha. So many factors are determining Daiva.
तो जो दैव है उसको निर्धारित करने के लिए बहुत सारे तथ्य हैं जो उसको निश्चित करते हैं. कर्म, गुण, स्वभाव, काल और इच्छा.
And this swabhava is based on samskaras.
और स्वभाव संस्कारों पर आधारित होते हैं.
Like giving an example. Let us say Arpan doesn't have any karma to get a slap today on Republic Day.
तो उदाहरण के लिए मान लीजिए अर्पण का किसी ऐसा कर्म नहीं है कि उसको आज चांटा पड़ना चाहिए था.
But I asked Arpan, today is Republic Day, did you sing Bande Mataram?
तो मैं आज अर्पण से पूछता हूँ कि आज रिपब्लिक डे है, गणतंत्र दिवस है, तो क्या आपने वंदे मातरम गाया?
He says, no Prabhuji, I was just chanting Hare Krishna.
वो कहते हैं कि नहीं यार मैं तो केवल हरे कृष्णा.
I give him a tight slap.
मैं जोरदार तमाचा मारता हूँ.
Now, why did Arpan get a slap? If he starts analyzing, his karma was not there. Gunas were not there. Swabhava was not there. Kala was also not there. But मेरा इच्छा किया. Someone else desired that अर्पण को मेरे को चांटा मारने का मन किया.
तो क्यों एक्चुअली चांटा पड़ा? उसका कर्म नहीं था, उसका काल नहीं था, उसका स्वभाव नहीं था, उसका गुण नहीं था, लेकिन मेरी इच्छा थी कि उसको चांटा मारूं, इसलिए चांटा पड़ा उसको.
So in this way, even if you do not have any karma, or your gunas are good, your swabhava is good, the kala is also going good, still also you can go through suffering in life.
तो इसलिए हो सकता है कि आपका कर्म काल गुण स्वभाव कुछ ना हो, लेकिन फिर भी आपको कुछ।
And the classic example is Pandavas.
इसका बहुत ही शास्त्रीय उदाहरण है पांडव।
They had no karma, they were pure devotees, they were not in lower gunas, their swabhava was very good, right? The Pandavas swabhava is so good. Krishna was with them, but someone else did ichha. Who did ichha? अरे बोलो।
दुर्योधन का इच्छा।
दुर्योधन की इच्छा. And you will read Srimad Bhagavatam, you will find this verse. When the Pandavas, when the Mahabharata war got over, yes.
तो आप देखेंगे कि पांडव तो शुद्ध भक्त थे, भगवान उनकी साइड थे, काल उनकी साइड थे, उनका स्वभाव नहीं था, उनका गुण नहीं था, फिर भी उनके साथ बहुत बुरा हुआ क्योंकि किसी की इच्छा थी। वो कौन था? दुर्योधन। और आप देखेंगे कि इसका जो है श्लोक भी आता है।
So in that sloka, Bhisma, when they after the war, when they go and meet Bhisma Pitama in the Sarasajya,
तो युद्ध के बाद जब वो भीष्म पितामह से उनकी शरसैया पर मिलने जाते हैं,
Bhisma is so concerned because he loved the Pandavas so much.
भीष्म इतने चिंतित थे क्योंकि वो पांडवों को बहुत प्रेम करते थे।
Aho kastam, aho anyayam. Bhisma Pitama is telling, oh, you Pandavas, you got so much of kasta, you so much of misery.
तो भीष्म पितामह कहते हैं, हे पांडव, आपको इतना कष्ट मिला, इतना आपके साथ अन्याय हुआ।
And I don't find any reason why you have to get misery. You are always under the protection of the Brahmanas, Dharma and Achyuta, Krishna.
और मुझे कोई कारण दिखाई नहीं देता है कि क्यों आपको इतना कष्ट मिलना चाहिए। आप हमेशा ब्राह्मणों का आदर करते थे, आपके साथ भगवान कृष्ण थे।
And then Bhisma Pitama says, Sarvam Kala Kritam Manye. I understand that the right time was not going on in your life.
तो फिर भीष्म पितामह कहते हैं कि मुझे ये समझ में आया कि आपका सही अच्छा समय नहीं चल रहा।
And what is meaning of अच्छा समय नहीं चल रहा है is
इसका अर्थ क्या है?
someone else in the material world desire to trouble you.
इसका अर्थ है कि इस भौतिक संसार में कोई और आपको परेशान करने की इच्छा कर रहा है।
And there are enough people, don't worry.
और आप चिंता मत कीजिए, यहाँ पर्याप्त लोग हैं।
So it's not that when you are getting misery or you are getting happiness, it is a linear function of your action.
तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आप जब दुख प्राप्त कर रहे हैं या सुख प्राप्त कर रहे हैं, ये आपके कर्मों का सरल रेखीय फंक्शन है।
So Kushal Bihari Prabhu may not have any, let's say Chandan Prabhu may not have the karma to get an iPhone.
तो ऐसा हो सकता है कि चंदन प्रभु का कोई कर्म ना हो कि उनको आईफोन मिले।
But then I say कि Chandan Prabhu, I don't want to use phone now. I give my phone to you.
लेकिन हो सकता है मैं उनसे कहूं कि चंदन प्रभु, मैं जो है आईफोन यूज नहीं करना चाहता, आप मैं अपना फोन उनको दे।
So my ichha created good things in his life.
तो मेरी इच्छा ने उनके जीवन में अच्छी परिस्थिति
So
पैदा
in
की।
this way, just to think that the daiva is just a function of karma is a very limited understanding.
तो ये सोचना कि जो दैव है वो केवल कर्म के आधार पर होता है, ये बहुत सीमित हमारी समझ है।
And for that, to explain that, we took an example of trip from Mayapur to Calcutta to Mayapur.
तो इसके लिए हमने उदाहरण लिया था कलकत्ता से मायापुर की यात्रा का।
So in that we gave example how the kala represents the road, the car represents the guna, driver represents the swabhava, and whatever little we have we can change is add some cushions in the car, which is our samskar.
तो हमने उसमें कहा था कि काल जो है रोड है, गुण जो है कार है, स्वभाव ड्राइवर है, और थोड़ा बहुत जो हमें सुविधा मिल रही है वो संस्कार।
So then we discussed about, is our destiny fixed? Our destiny is fixed, but not in a way we think.
तो हमने फिर चर्चा की कि क्या हमारा जो भाग्य है वो स्थिर है, तो ऐसा स्थिर है लेकिन जैसा हम सोचते हैं उस तरीके से।
So we discussed first, right? So destiny is a range. It's not that I can say that Veer Narasimha Das has the destiny to get 1 crore in 2026. We cannot say like.
तो हमने डिस्कस किया, हमने चर्चा की थी कि जो भाग्य है वो एक अंतराल है, एक श्रेणी है, और जैसे
Veer Narasimha Prabhu, I am telling you this. If you get it, then give something to Krishna also.
तो अगर हम कहें कि वीर नरसिम्हा प्रभु को 1 करोड़ रुपए मिलना है, तो ऐसा नहीं है।
So destiny is, nothing is written like that कि आप you will get a fixed amount. It is like a range. Okay, in 2026 you have good facility that your dhan rasi will increase like that.
तो ऐसा नहीं है कि उसमें निश्चित कितना पैसा मिलना है निश्चित है, लेकिन ये है कि आपको इस 2026 में अच्छा धन प्राप्त होगा।
And if you do not endeavor, you will not get it. That is the second point.
लेकिन आप अगर प्रयास नहीं करेंगे तो आपको नहीं मिलेगा।
So the second point is your results are tied up with your action.
तो दूसरा बिंदु ये है कि आपके जो परिणाम है वो आपके कर्मों के आधार पर।
The classic example is, if Veer Narasimha Das, let's say, gets a 1 crore lottery in 2026.
तो इसका उपयुक्त उदाहरण है कि अगर मान लीजिए उनको 1 करोड़ रुपए वीर नरसिम्हा प्रभु को मिलता है,
But still he has to go to the bank to access that money.
फिर भी उनको बैंक जाकर उस पैसे को निकालने के लिए प्रयास करना पड़ेगा।
He says that, you bank fellows, you come to my home, I have got the lottery.
और अगर वो ये कहते हैं कि आप बैंक वाले आओ और मुझे दो क्योंकि मेरी लॉटरी लगी है, मेरे पास आओ।
And the bank manager said, नालायक कहेंगे, तुमको पता नहीं क्या, तुम, do you know what you are speaking?
और बैंक वाला कहेगा, नालायक तुम्हें नहीं पता क्या बोल रहे हो तुम?
नहीं, आप आओ तो हम लेंगे, नहीं तो नहीं।
नहीं।
So in this way, which foolish person will tell like this, that he has got 1 crore lottery but he is not ready to endeavor to go to the bank?
तो कौन मूर्ख होगा जो ऐसा कहेगा कि उसके 1 करोड़ की लॉटरी लगी लेकिन वो बैंक जाने को तैयार नहीं?
But that endeavor is tied in getting that lottery. You are able to understand?
लेकिन जो उसका प्रयास है वो उस लॉटरी को लेने के लिए उसके साथ बंधा हुआ है।
If he endeavors that, he will get 1 crore lottery.
अगर वो प्रयास करेगा तब उसको लॉटरी मिल जाएगी।
If Kusal Bihari Prabhu has to get 1 crore in 2026, he may have to work like anything, run around here and there, and he gets to 1 crore. So his endeavor to get 1 crore and Veer Narasimha Das endeavor to 1 crore, there is hell and heaven difference.
तो यदि कुशल बिहारी दास को 1 करोड़ मिलना है तो उसको बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, तब जाकर इसको 1 करोड़ मिलेगा। इसलिए अगर वीर नरसिम्हा दास और कुशल बिहारी दास को जो 1 करोड़ मिलना है, दोनों के मिलने में बहुत बड़ा अंतर है।
But there is some amount of endeavor always tied up with our karma, to our daiva, to our destiny.
लेकिन कुछ जो है कुछ मात्रा हमारे प्रयास की हमेशा बनी हुई है हमारे देव को प्राप्त कराने।
And the third thing is, our endeavors give us a better impact of our destiny.
और तीसरी चीज है कि हमारे जो प्रयास हैं वो हमारे भाग्य के प्रभाव को निर्धारित करते हैं।
Same example, Veer Narasimha Das, 1 crore lottery he gets.
तो वही उदाहरण है कि वीर नरसिम्हा दास को 1 करोड़ की लॉटरी लगी।
He goes to the bank and gets the 1 crore in his bank account.
और वो उनके बैंक अकाउंट में 1 करोड़ रुपए जाते
हैं। And he starts jumping like a monkey and goes and just squanders around all the 1 crore.
और वो बहुत एकदम बंदर की तरह उछलने लगते हैं, इधर उधर जाके 1 करोड़ रुपए पूरा उड़ा देते हैं।
And he drinks, he goes to party, and in party you have seen, ऐसे ऐसे करके, yes, like that. In Haryana, because he's from Haryana, I have seen. I had gone to his home for doing kirtan, and then I was doing kirtan. I was getting pick up his, and then one person got up with the money. I said, "Wow, this is amazing." Yes.
तो मान लीजिए नरसिम्हदास जाकर शराब पीते हैं और इधर उधर कुछ पैसा उड़ाते हैं, नाचने में न्यौछावर करते हैं, क्योंकि वो हरियाणा से है। तो हरियाणा में मैं एक बार कीर्तन करने उनके घर गया था, तो करते 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 कीर्तन जब बहुत ऊंचाई पर पहुंच गया तो एक व्यक्ति उठ के खड़ा होकर पैसा जो है पूरा न्यौछावर करने लगा। तो इसलिए मुझे पता है।
So in kirtan, if they can distribute like this, in parties, what distribution would be happening?
कीर्तन में जो अगर ऐसे वो कर सकते हैं, पैसा उड़ा सकते हैं, तो पार्टीज में कितना कितना उड़ा देंगे।
So this is one type of endeavor that he can do with 1 crore, and another thing is that he uses that 1 crore to invest further, and that 1 crore becomes 1.5 crore.
तो ये एक प्रकार का प्रयास है उनके 1 करोड़ रुपए के उपयोग का। दूसरा है कि मान लीजिए वो कहीं निवेश कर देते हैं और उनको वापस 1.5 करोड़ मिल जाता है।
So in this way, your endeavors also decide how you experience the result you get.
तो आपका जो प्रयास है वो ये निश्चित करता है कि आपको किस प्रकार का अनुभव प्राप्त होगा।
Negative example that we had given in the class is that imagine one person was having the destiny that he will become bankrupt. He will take some loans from people for business and then he will get bankrupt.
इसका नकारात्मक उदाहरण जो हमने कक्षा में दिया था कि एक व्यक्ति वो जो बैंकरप्ट हो जाता है, दिवालिया हो जाता है और उसका सब पैसा चला जाता है।
And now this person has got bankrupt. One thing he can do is that he can start shouting on the people from whom he has taken money.
तो ये व्यक्ति एक कार्य ये कर सकता है कि जिन लोगों से इसने उधार लिया था उनके ऊपर चिल्लाने लगता है।
नहीं देंगे, क्या करेगा?
नहीं देंगे, क्या करेगा?
And then these people also get panicky. They come, they bring police, they throw him out of the house and take the house, and all those things happens.
तो ये सब लोग भी अचानक से परेशान हो जाते हैं और पुलिस लेके इसको आते हैं, इसको घर से बाहर निकाल देते हैं, घर पे कब्जा कर लेते हैं।
And the same person, bankrupt person, imagine he becomes humble and he says, okay, आपको दे देंगे, and he says, दे देंगे, and these people who have given him money, they see that he is really honest, he is endeavoring, then he say, ठीक है, आज नहीं तो 5 साल में तुम कर लेना धीरे धीरे।
यदि वो व्यक्ति विनम्र हो के उनसे प्रार्थना करता है कि मैं आपका पैसा दे दूंगा और धीरे धीरे प्रयास करता है, तो ये लोग ये भी बोल सकते हैं कि चलो ये ईमानदार व्यक्ति, इसको बोल सकते हैं कि हाँ ठीक है 5 साल में तुम दे देना कुछ।
So in this way, your present actions cannot change destiny, but can change the impact of destiny.
तो इस प्रकार से आपके जो वर्तमान समय के जो कर्म हैं, कार्य हैं, वो आपके भाग्य को नहीं बदल सकते, लेकिन आपके भाग्य का क्या प्रभाव पड़ने वाला है वो अवश्य बदल सकता है।
How many of you understood this example, both positive and negative? Because this is very important.
तो आप में से कितने लोगों को ये सकारात्मक नकारात्मक उदाहरण समझ में आए?
Let's say you are supposed to go through a mental depression phase.
मान लीजिए कि आपको किसी मानसिक अवसाद की स्थिति से गुजरना है।
And that is in your karma. It is going to come. It is written in your horoscope.
और ऐसा आपके कुंडली में लिखा हुआ है, ऐसा कर्म है आपका।
But if you have good friends, you have invested in them, and you have done your present actions nicely, then you will see lot of people will be there to help you.
लेकिन अगर आपने अच्छे मित्र बनाए हैं, उनमें अच्छा निवेश किया है, तो आप देखेंगे कि बहुत सारे लोग आपको सहायता करने के लिए आगे आएंगे।
So your present action didn't change your destiny. You still got depression.
तो आपके जो वर्तमान कार्य हैं, उन्होंने आपके भाग्य को नहीं बदला, आपको मानसिक अवसाद।
But your present actions of being nice with the friends and having good relationship with your parents, father, mother, friends, brother, sister, your impact will be much lesser. than a person who in present action also he doesn't care for relationships.
लेकिन क्योंकि आपने बहुत अच्छे अपने संबंध बनाए थे अपने माता पिता भाई बहन मित्र वगैरह से, तो आपका इसका जो अवसाद का प्रभाव है वो बहुत कम हो गया उसकी तुलना में जो किसी के साथ कोई संबंध नहीं रखा था.
Now we will start the class.
अब हम अपनी कक्षा प्रारंभ करेंगे.
So how can we change the destiny?
तो हम अपने भाग्य को कैसे बदल सकते हैं?
So in this way we discussed about how our past life functions are based on our swabhava also, and we will see now, we discussed a lot of swabhava, vritti, vasanas and all those things. We will not go detail because you can read the notes. I'll share the notes. Now we will discuss today ki how bhakti works.
आज हम चर्चा करेंगे कैसे भक्ति कार्य करती है.
And how bhakti helps us to nullify our destiny, or whether it helps or not.
तो आज हम देखेंगे कि भक्ति वास्तव में हमारी कोई सहायता करती है या नहीं करती है इस हमारे भाग्य को बदलने में, या कैसे करती है कार्य.
So we will take one verse from Bhagavad Gita. 2 verses. We'll just read that verse.
भगवद गीता से 2 श्लोक आज हम पढ़ेंगे इसके लिए.
This is Bhagavad Gita 9.9. Bhagavad Gita's all these 9.9, 1.1, 8.8, 6.6, all these are very special verses, right? So
भगवद गीता के 9.9 है और इस प्रकार से आप देखें 9.9,
10.10.
10.10.
One day we will take a class on all these verses. 1.1, 2.2, 3.3, 4.4, like that. 5.5, 9.9, 10.10. Okay, so this 9.9. Nachamam tani karmani
न च मां तानि कर्माणि
nibatnanti dhananjaya
निमग्नन्ति धनञ्जय
udasinabad ashina
उदासीनवदासीन
asaktam teshu karmashu.
असक्तं तेषु कर्मसु.
So what Lord is telling? Udasinabat. I remain neutral and detached in this world.
तो भगवान यहाँ कह रहे हैं कि मैं उदासीन मत रहता हूँ. उदासीन यानी
How many of you know udasin?
कितने लोग जानते हैं उदासीन का अर्थ?
दुनिया से हमने क्या लिया, दुनिया से हमने क्या लिया. How many of you met people like this? In ghazals sometimes you hear this type of songs.
तो कितने आप लोग मिले ऐसे लोगों से?
Kushal Bihari is a poet, so he can give more enlightenment on this subject matter.
Yes, and this is one famous song also.
Yes.
दुनिया से हमने लिया क्या, दुनिया से हमने दिया क्या, हम सबकी परवाह करें क्यों, सबने हमारा किया क्या.
वाह, क्या बोला?
दम मारो दम.
Okay.
That song to me.
ओ धम मारो दम में ऐसा आता है, हाँ? ऐसा है क्या? Oh, good. I know the dam maro dam because when I came to ISKCON, my father said dham maro dham hai sab ye ISKCON wale. I said okay. So I don't know the in between song. It happens like this. But Udasinabat, he's detached. He doesn't get into the workings of this world. So he has created a law of karma. And he also has created laws of nature, other laws. And laws are taken care by the demigods. And he is dancing with the gopis.
तो भगवान वैराग्यपूर्ण है. भगवान ने कर्म के सिद्धांत बनाए हैं, प्रकृति के सिद्धांत बनाए हैं और देवताओं को अधिकार दिया है उनको नियंत्रित करने का, और भगवान पूरी तरह उदासीन है, वैरागी है.
He has appointed the demigods and he is just sitting and watching the fun.
तो उन्होंने देवताओं की नियुक्ति कर दी है और बैठ के देख रहे हैं भगवान.
And you may say, oh God, please help me. Help me, oh God, I lost my job. And Krishna is telling, you are supposed to lose your job.
आपकी जॉब जाएगी, आप चिल्लाएंगे कि भगवान मेरी सहायता करो, मेरी जॉब चली गई. भगवान कहेंगे आपकी जॉब जानी ही थी.
उदासी.
उदासी.
Oh God, this girl is looking so beautiful, I want to get married. Try it out.
हे भगवान, ये लड़की इतनी सुंदर दिख रही है, मुझे इससे शादी करनी है. भगवान कहते हैं.
And Krishna knows that this girl is looking beautiful to you and you will get married so that you can suffer the problems of your married life which is there in your karma. But try it out.
कृष्ण जानते हैं कि ये जो सुंदर दिख रही लड़की, ये आपके जीवन में बहुत, विवाह में बहुत परेशानियां लाएगी. तो लेकिन भगवान उदासीन है. भगवान कहते हैं करो कोशिश.
मिलेगा आपको. And that can be other way around also. Girl may look beautiful and Krishna knows that yes, this is a nice match and there will be have happy married life ever after. And then Krishna, try it out.
तो इसका दूसरा पहलू भी हो सकता है कि ये अच्छी लड़की मिलेगी, अच्छी शादी होगी, सब कुछ अच्छा रहेगा और भगवान उसके लिए भी कहेंगे कि ठीक है, कोशिश करो.
उदासीनवत. He is detached.
भगवान उदासीन है.
Now we will same chapter after you see after 20 verses Krishna changes his narrative. ये 9.9 है. Now we will go to 9.29 because Krishna in this chapter 9.9 says about bhakti yoga. Do bhakti. And Arjuna is saying, if everything is about law of nature, why I should do your bhakti? Right? If everything is based on karma and law of karma and laws of nature and you are udasin, so why I should do bhakti?
अर्जुन एक्चुअली इसके 20 श्लोक के बाद भगवान अपना जो पक्ष है वो पूरा बदल देते हैं. तो आप देखेंगे तो अर्जुन से भगवान ने बताया ये कर्म के सिद्धांत बनाए, मैं उदासीन हूं. तो अर्जुन ने कहा फिर मैं आपकी भक्ति क्यों करूं? क्या जरूरत है?
सब तो कर्म से होगा, मैं कर्म को टिक करता हूं, आपकी भक्ति क्यों करूंगा?
तो कहेंगे कि कर्म के आधार पर ही सब कुछ हो रहा है, तो आपकी भक्ति करने की आवश्यकता क्या है?
Now you see Krishna. See, Krishna is such an amazing person. He knows how to negotiate. He is the best person about how to make a relationship work. We should learn from Krishna. How many of you know that you make a relationship, if you want to make it work, you have to sow different pehlus, what you will get from that relationship. Yes?
तो आप देखेंगे कि भगवान कितने अद्भुत हैं और किस प्रकार से भगवान मूल भाव करते हैं और भगवान कैसे लेकर आते हैं कि अपने संबंध के कितने पहलू बताते हैं कि क्यों फायदेमंद रहेगा ये.
I remember, I will not tell the example. All of you laugh a lot and this is a serious class. But okay, okay. So in the end, you make me remember, I will tell you. I don't want to reduce the tempo of the class.
अभी मैं एक उदाहरण देना चाहता हूँ लेकिन अभी दूंगा नहीं क्योंकि आप लोग बहुत हंसेंगे और बहुत गंभीर कक्षा है. आप मुझे अंत में याद दिला दीजिएगा.
समोहम सर्वभूतेषु
न
मे द्वेष्योऽस्ति न प्रियः. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, yes, the 9.9 verse is correct. Samoham sarva bhutesu. I am equal to all living entities, Arjuna. I am impartial. I am detached. न मे द्वेष्योस्ति न प्रिया. I envy no one. No one is dear to me. Detached. But then
भगवान कह रहे हैं कि
go ahead.
भगवान कह रहे हैं कि 9.9 जो श्लोक है वो एकदम सही है कि मैं किसी से घृणा नहीं करता और कोई मुझे प्रिय नहीं है और मैं सबके लिए समान हूँ, निष्पक्ष हूँ और वैरागी हूँ, उदासीन हूँ.
ये भजन्ति तुमां भक्त्या.
ये भजन्ति तुमां भक्त्या.
मयि ते तेषु चाप्यहम्.
मयि ते तेषु चाप्यहम्.
And then Krishna is telling, ये भजन्ति तुमां भक्त्या, जो मेरा भजन करता है एंड जो मेरा भक्त बन जाता है, मयि ते तेषु चाप्यहम्, उसको मैं सेपरेट ट्रीटमेंट देता हूं. He is not within this 9.9 श्लोका. He is out of the 9.9 श्लोका.
लेकिन भगवान करे जो मुझे भजता है, मेरी भक्ति करता है, वो 9.9 श्लोक के परव्यू में नहीं आता है, उसके लिए अलग से मैं ट्रीटमेंट देता हूं.
So Krishna says that this is 9.9 श्लोका where I am detached and all people are there.
तो ये 9.9 है और यहाँ सारे लोग हैं.
And I am detached with them.
मैं पूरी तरह वैराग्य में हूँ.
But as soon as a person from this category starts becoming my devotee and start doing bhajan and telling, Krishna, you look so beautiful, man. That's so nice.
लेकिन जैसे ही कोई मेरा भक्ति प्रारंभ कर देता है, मुझसे कहता है, भगवान आप बहुत अच्छे लग रहे हैं.
कौन फंसता नहीं है बताओ? भगवान भी बोले, मैं भी फंस जाता हूँ.
कौन नहीं फंसता? मैं भी उसमें फंसता हूँ.
And then Krishna is telling, I immediately transfer those people to 9.29 category.
तो मैं तुरंत ही उनको 9.29 की श्रेणी में डाल देता हूँ.
And in that category, I am fully attached.
और उस श्रेणी में मैं पूरी तरह मोहित हूँ.
मयि ते तेषु चाप्यहम् means I am more attached to how much they are attached to me.
तो ये कह रहे हैं भगवान कि मैं उनसे ज्यादा, जो जितना वो मुझसे प्रेम करते उससे ज्यादा मैं उनसे प्रेम करता.
If you tell I love you Krishna, Krishna takes it so seriously that he is not going to leave you. After that you may say, Krishna just ऐसे ही बोल दिया तो छोड़ दे.
तो आप अगर एक बार बोल देते हैं तो कि मैं आपसे प्रेम करता हूं, तो भगवान आपको छोड़ेंगे नहीं. उसके बाद आप चाहे कितना भी बोले, भगवान छोड़ दो, भगवान नहीं छोड़ेगा.
Like when Putana came, she started giving milk. She came like a beautiful lady disguised and she started giving milk.
जैसे पूतना आई और पूतना ने भगवान को बहुत सुंदर स्त्री के रूप में आई और भगवान को दूध पिलाने लगी.
And Krishna started, there was poison, so Krishna closed his eyes and said, oh, poison with milk? I live in ocean of milk, and you have taken the poison. So you come to my mouth, take the poison so that I can take the milk.
तो भगवान ने कहा कि मैं जो है दूध के सागर में रहता हूँ और आप जहर लेके आए हो, तो आप
Lord said, Lord invoked Lord Shiva to come and take the poison so that he can take the milk.
तो उन्होंने भगवान शिव को बुलाया और बोले कि आप जहर ले लीजिए और मैं दूध.
Because that is your food and milk is my food. मैं माखन चोर.
क्योंकि विष आपका भोजन है और मैं माखन चोर हूँ, तो जो दूध है वो मेरा भोजन है.
And Putana saw this boy is drinking milk after milk after milk, मर ही नहीं रहा है.
पूतना ने देखा कि तो दूध पीता जा रहा है, ये मर ही नहीं रहा है.
And then slowly Krishna started completing the milk, and then Putana understood कि milk भी खत्म हो रहा है, मर क्यों नहीं रहा है. And then Krishna started drinking the life air from Putana also, pranavayu.
भगवान ने पूरा दूध पी लिया और फिर भगवान उनकी प्राणवायु को भी चूसने लगे.
And then Putana could not control herself and she could not remain in that beautiful Miss Universe form, and she immediately became Putana, who was 11 miles high.
और फिर पूतना स्वयं को नियंत्रित नहीं कर पाई और तुरंत ही वो 11 मील लंबी.
And Putana started shouting, "Chod re, leave me."
और पूतना चिल्लाने लगी, छोड़ दे मुझे, छोड़ दे.
And Krishna was telling, "Now you are in 9.29 category. I will not leave you. I will not leave you."
और कृष्ण कह रहे थे, अब तुम 9.29 की श्रेणी में आ गई हो, अब मैं नहीं तुमको छोड़ूंगा.
I will take you back with me only.
अब मैं तो तुम्हें अपने साथ लेकर ही जाऊंगा.
That is why so many people they say that ISKCON is an underworld mafia system.
इसीलिए बहुत सारे लोग कहते हैं कि इस्कॉन जो है अंडरवर्ल्ड के माफिया के तरह है.
One time you have come and shown your face to Krishna or Gaur Nitai.
एक बार यदि आप आ जाते अपना चेहरा गौर निताय और कृष्ण को दिखा देते हैं.
And somehow or other, because everyone is telling, others are telling, and you also said, "You look so beautiful, Krishna."
और किसी तरह अगर आप ये बोल देते, क्योंकि सब बोल रहे हैं, तो आप भी अगर बोल देते हैं कि भगवान आप बहुत सुंदर दिख रहे हैं.
Krishna puts you in 9.29 category. ये मेरा है.
कृष्ण आपको 9.29 की श्रेणी में डाल देते हैं कि तुम मेरे हो.
And Krishna tells the devatas, मेरी है ये.
देवताओं को भी बोल देते हैं कि ये मेरी है.
Don't touch.
उसको छूना नहीं.
So you need to understand that this is what bhakti does. Makes you direct recipient of 9.29 verse.
तो ये भक्ति करती है, आपको सीधे 9.29 श्लोक का प्राप्त करता बना देती है.
So, from the 9.9 verse, which is completely determined by karma and daiva, as we discussed, of your swabhava and all those things, directly you shift to bhakti category, where Krishna removes you from the direct supervision of demigods and he personally says, "Mai te tesu chapyaham." मैं उसका ख्याल रखता हूं. They are not under the devatas.
तो आपको 9.9 की श्रेणी से निकालकर, जो कि दैव और कर्म पर आधारित है, आपको 9.29 की श्रेणी में रख देते हैं, जो भक्ति है. और भगवान कहते हैं कि मैं ही, आप ये मेरे ही नियंत्रण में है.
But then the question is, if we get into 9.29 verse, दिखता कैसे नहीं है? Because we see devotees also go through disease, go through old age, go through sometimes relationship issues, go through sometimes financial issues. Yes, go ahead.
तो लेकिन प्रश्न ये उठता है कि ये हमें दिखता क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि कभी हम देखते हैं कि भक्तों को भी बीमारी होती है, बुढ़ापा आता है, संबंधों में मनमुटाव आता है और उनको वित्तीय समस्याएं आती हैं.
One time, because I last 3-4 years I have gone through a lot of stomach issues and all. One time I remember one devotee asked, "Ki Prabhuji, you are doing so much of bhakti, so much of bhakti. You have given your life. Why you are going through all these things? Does Krishna not see all these things and understand you?"
क्योंकि मैं पिछले कुछ वर्षों से पेट की बहुत समस्या से जूझ रहा था, तो एक भक्त ने मुझसे पूछा कि प्रभु जी, आप तो भगवान के लिए इतनी सेवा करते हैं, फिर भी क्या भगवान आपको देखते नहीं है?
I said, Krishna loves to tease his devotees, just like he teases gopis.
तो मैंने कहा कि जैसे भगवान को छेड़ना.
This person was so afraid. He, Prabhu, Krishna is going to tease me also. What? I said, don't worry.
तो ये भक्त बहुत डर गया, वो कहता क्या मुझे भी भगवान छेड़ने वाले हैं? तो मैंने कहा नहीं आपको कुछ.
So you need to know that Krishna puts you in 9.29 category, but what he does after putting it, And what is the functionality that happens? That science also you should know, so that you do not unnecessarily question Krishna.
तो आपको ये समझना पड़ेगा कि भगवान जब आपको 9.29 की श्रेणी में डाल देते हैं तो उसके बाद भगवान किस प्रकार का पद्धति अपनाते हैं, किस प्रकार से आपका जीवन चलाते हैं, वो देखना पड़ेगा.
So now we will go back to our discussion.
तो अब हम वापस अपने चर्चा में जाएंगे.
So we see that our daiva is function of our karma, gunas, swabhava, kala and ichcha.
हम देखते हैं कि हमारा जो दैव है कर्म, गुण, स्वभाव, काल, इच्छा के कारकों पर आधारित है.
So the first thing that bhakti does is, so the first effect that you can see in your bhakti is bhakti transforms your swabhava.
तो पहली चीज जो भक्ति करती है वो आपके स्वभाव को बदल देती है.
Previously it was bad, it makes you more good and refined.
तो पहले ये बुरा स्वभाव था, ये आपको अच्छा और परिष्कृत बना देती.
Now based on the previous discussion, you tell me what happens if your swabhava changes.
तो अपने पुराने चर्चा के आधार पर आप बताइए, यदि आपका स्वभाव बदल जाता है तो क्या होता है?
Anyone?
Experience changes.
Yeah, your impact of your destiny immediately changes. Previously, अगर भक्ति नहीं करते आप, if you are not doing bhakti, the impact of it immediately changes because your swabhava changes. It's the first effect you will see, that your response to life will change. Sorry, I have not taken
पहला प्रभाव आप देखेंगे
water.
कि जैसे ही भक्ति होती है तो आपका इन परिस्थितियों के प्रति आपका क्या अनुभव है, क्या प्रतिक्रिया, वो बदल जाती है.
Okay, I'll just take some water. I'll speak. He has got to get water. So your swabhava, when it changes, you will get good friends.
जब स्वभाव बदलेगा तो आपको अच्छे मित्र प्राप्त होंगे.
And as soon as you start getting good friends, you will get the impact of it will start reducing.
तो जैसे ही आपको अच्छे मित्र होंगे प्राप्त, तो आपका जो प्रभाव है इसका वो बदल जाएगा.
You will respond to your destiny positively.
आप अपने भाग्य को सकारात्मक रूप से देखना शुरू करेंगे.
Give me a
उसके
minute.
प्रति आप प्रतिक्रिया सकारात्मक करेंगे.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the first thing you will see. The first thing you will not see is that your daiva changes. The first thing that you will see is, it will step by step. The first thing that you will see is your swabhava and samskaras will change. And if you remember, we had discussed about swabhava, that is, swabhava is function of vrittis and vasanas, negative and positive.
तो पहला जो कार्य होगा कि आपका स्वभाव बदल जाएगा, आपके संस्कार बदल जाएंगे, और हमने देखा था कि स्वभाव जो है वृत्ति और वासना पर आधारित होता है.
Yeah. Like I have a particular swabhava from my childhood. So bhakti transforms that swabhava.
तो जैसे मेरा बचपन से एक विशेष प्रकार का स्वभाव है, लेकिन भक्ति ने मेरे स्वभाव.
My swabhava was, I am like a Himalayan yogi type from childhood.
तो मेरा स्वभाव था, मैं एक हिमालय के एकाकी योगी की तरह.
In IIT they used to call me Kailash Giri Baba.
तो IIT में मुझे कैलाश गिरी बाबा बुलाया.
And Veer Narasimha Prabhu has seen this, that in my beginning days in IIT, I hardly smiled. If I smile, it is so rare. It is like a wonderful thing. Yes, Veer Narasimha, yes, I really smiled.
वीनर से तो कह सकते हैं कि मैं तुम्हारे के शुरुआती दिनों में मैं बिल्कुल मुस्कुराता नहीं था. अगर मैं मुस्कुरा दिया तो मतलब एक बहुत बड़ी बात है.
I used to only think about death is the ultimate thing of life. I have to go and become a mendicant. That is the goal of life. All these things are useless.
तो मैं केवल यही सोचता था कि जो मृत्यु है वही परिणति है इस जीवन की और मुझे हिमालय में जाके योगी बनना है.
And my mother used to think, how could I give birth to such an item? I just don't understand.
मेरी माता यही सोचती थी कि मैंने ऐसे नमूने को कैसे जन्म दे दिया.
It's completely different. He's so much having opportunity to succeed in life, get so many things in life. He's not at all attached to anything.
तो इसके जीवन में इतने अवसर हैं इसको सफल होने के, लेकिन ये किसी से भी मोहित नहीं होता है.
So in this way, I had a particular swabhava, but bhakti has transformed my swabhava.
इस प्रकार से मेरा एक विशेष स्वभाव था, लेकिन भक्ति ने उसे बदल दिया.
Now I start smiling.
अब मैं मुस्कुराता हूँ.
So in this way, whether good or bad, whatever swabhav you have, whatever is required for your betterment, Krishna transforms it.
तो चाहे आपका अच्छा या बुरा जैसा भी स्वभाव है, जो भी आपके भलाई के लिए है वो उसमें बदल जाता है.
Next comes your karma.
अगला आपका कर्म आता है.
And in your karma, bhakti purifies your action because you start following the principles set by Krishna.
भक्ति आपके कर्म को शुद्ध कर देती है, पवित्र कर देती है, क्योंकि आप उन सिद्धांतों का पालन करते हैं जो भगवान कृष्ण ने निर्धारित किए.
So, whatever wrong things you did, that those reactions you will suffer less, and whatever current things you are doing, you are not going to suffer because it is purified action.
क्योंकि तो आपने जो भी पहले कार्य किए हैं उसमें गलत जो आए हैं उसको आप उनका प्रभाव प्रतिक्रिया आपको कम दिखाई देगी और आगे सेकंड थिंग.
And whatever present actions you have, you are doing the right actions, principle oriented actions. So you are doing good actions in the present. Your past will have less impact and your present is becoming purified.
और जो वर्तमान आपकी क्रियाएं हैं वो बहुत अच्छी बन जाएंगी क्योंकि आप सिद्धांतों के आधार पर जीवन जिएंगे. तो पुराना है उसका प्रभाव कम होगा, जो वर्तमान का है.
Anyone who just practices bhakti for even 6 months can see this change.
कोई भी व्यक्ति जो 6 महीने भी अगर भक्ति का अभ्यास कर लेता है वो देख सकता है.
These are the first two things that you will get.
पहली दो चीजें जो आपको मिल जाएंगी.
The third thing that will happen is Krishna will use Kala and Gunas together to reorient them for helping you.
तो अगला ये होगा कि भगवान काल और गुण को मिलाकर उनको निर्धारित करेंगे, निर्देशित करेंगे आपकी सहायता करने के लिए.
So the same example from Calcutta to Mayapur.
तो कोलकाता के मायापुर के उदाहरण में.
And if you remember what we said about the Kala, what is Kala?
काल कौन है, हमने क्या बताया था?
काल is the road.
Very good, road. My goodness. Roads. Kala is the road and Gunas are the car. It's the car.
Yes.
रोड काल.
Okay. So now So what Krishna is going to do is that, so sometimes he reduces the distance and increases the trouble.
तो भगवान कभी कभी क्या करते हैं कि जो दूरी है कम कर देते हैं, लेकिन जो परेशानियां वो बढ़ा देते हैं.
So that whatever you are supposed to get, it is squeezed and you get it in less time.
ताकि जो भी आपको मिलना था वो कम समय में मिल जाएगा, छोटा कर देंगे उसको.
Like for example, I have seen some people, like I have seen my mother. So my mother got kidney failure 2012 December.
उदाहरण के लिए मैंने अपनी माता जी को देखा कि उनका जो है किडनी फेल हो गई थी 2012 में.
And then see, those who know kidney disease, it's a very painful disease. A lot of water gets accumulated here and there.
तो आप में से जो लोग जानते हैं, पता होगा उनको कि किडनी जो बीमारी बहुत खराब होती है, क्योंकि बहुत सारा पानी उसमें जमा होता रहता है.
And the doctor said, "Ki look, my mother was not interested for transplant." And the doctor said, okay, with the dialysis, people can live. People have lived for 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, and she was just 50.
तो डॉक्टर ने कहा, देखिए, मेरी माँ जो है किडनी बदलना नहीं चाहती थी, तो डॉक्टर ने कहा कि डायलिसिस करके लोग 7, 8, 10 सालों तक भी रहते हैं. वो ऑलरेडी पहले ही 50 साल की थी.
She lived only for 4 to 5 months.
वो केवल 4-5 महीने ही जीवित रही.
And I can say, Arey, I am a devotee, and this is what Krishna you did with my mother.
मैं कह सकता था कि मैं तो एक भक्त हूँ और ये किया आपने भगवान मेरी माँ के साथ.
But sometimes Krishna reduces the time of the trouble so that he can give a better life in future.
कभी-कभी भगवान समय घटा देते हैं परेशानियों का, ताकि वो भविष्य के लिए अच्छा जीवन दे सके.
Or sometimes Krishna elongates the road and smoothens it.
कभी-कभी भगवान रास्ता बड़ा कर सकते हैं, लेकिन उसको आसान कर सकते हैं.
How Krishna will act in your life, only one person knows, that is Krishna.
और इसमें से कैसे भगवान आपके जीवन में कार्य करेंगे, ये केवल एक ही व्यक्ति जानता है, वो है कृष्ण.
And Krishna empowers the Guru to give you guidance on what he wants from you.
और कृष्ण गुरु को शक्ति प्रदान करते हैं ताकि वो आपको निर्देशित कर सकें कि वो आपसे क्या चाहते हैं बताने के.
So Guru is like the mouthpiece of Krishna in our lives.
गुरु भगवान के वक्ता की तरह हैं हमारे जीवन में.
I have seen in my life so much of intervention of my spiritual master and completely changing the course of my life.
मैंने अपने जीवन में अपने गुरु महाराज का प्रभाव देखा है. उन्होंने मेरा जीवन पूर्णतः परिवर्तित कर दिया.
So Krishna acts in our life or makes us understand how he is acting in our life through Guru.
तो कृष्ण हमें किस प्रकार से हमारे जीवन में कार्य कर रहे हैं, वो हमारे गुरु के माध्यम से हमको समझा.
So to understand how Krishna is acting on your karma and requires some amount of realization that comes by guidance and also practice.
तो कृष्ण किस प्रकार से हमारे जीवन में कार्य कर रहे हैं, किस प्रकार से हमारे कर्मों पर कार्य कर रहे हैं, इसको समझने के लिए साक्षात्कार की आवश्यकता है, और वह मार्गदर्शन से आता है और अभ्यास से आता है.
So in this way, Krishna changes our swabhava, your mind, intelligence becomes more purified, and because of which your impact to your destiny is improved.
मन और आपकी बुद्धि है वो पवित्र हो जाती है और उससे प्रभाव अलग प्रभाव पड़ता है, सकारात्मक प्रभाव पड़ता है.
And second, Krishna purifies your present action by following the principle set by Krishna. Your present action is purified.
और आपके वर्तमान कर्म भी भगवान पवित्र कर देते हैं, आप सिद्धांतों का पालन करते हैं.
And Krishna also reorients your life based on what he feels appropriate, so that your experience and your further journey coming back to him and stay and tenure, all these things are also reduced.
तो भगवान आपके जीवन को तीसरा ये करते हैं कि आपके जीवन को पुनः निर्देशित कर देते हैं, ताकि आपका जो यहाँ समय है, जो मार्ग है, वो सभी बदल जाता है.
And how to understand how Krishna has what Krishna has done in your life is by taking guidance from the Guru.
और कैसे समझना कि भगवान कृष्ण ने कैसे आपके जीवन में कार्य किया है, वो आपके गुरु के माध्यम से आप समझ पाएंगे.
But what Krishna does not touch is this most sensitive factor, that is ichha. This is not done by bhakti.
लेकिन क्या है वो चीज जो भगवान स्पर्श नहीं करते हैं, वो है आपकी इच्छा. वो इच्छा भगवान छूते हैं.
Krishna may take care of your karma, guna, swabhava and kala, and can try to give the best experience of you in this material world. But if you want to stay in the material world, Krishna has no reason, because material world is designed in such a way that even if you don't have karma, gunas and swabhava and kala, you may suffer because of others' ichha.
तो भगवान आपके कर्म, गुण, स्वभाव, काल ये सब बदल सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर आपकी इच्छा है इस भौतिक संसार में रहने की, तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि आपको कष्ट आएगा ही आएगा, क्योंकि मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में दूसरे की इच्छा से भी आपको प्रभाव मिलते हैं.
So this material world is designed in such a way that even if you do not have any karma, no problem, still you may get suffering because of the exploitative nature of other living entities.
तो आपको इस भौतिक संसार में अगर आप रहेंगे, तो आप भले ही काल, कर्म, गुण, स्वभाव ये सब आपके कार्य ना करें, तब भी आपको बुरे फल मिलेंगे, क्योंकि दूसरे लोगों के मन में जो ईर्ष्या है उसके आधार पर आपको.
So what Krishna does not handle is your ichha.
तो भगवान आपकी इच्छा को स्पर्श नहीं करते हैं, उसको नहीं बदलते.
Because Krishna believes in giving freedom.
क्योंकि भगवान स्वतंत्रता देने में विश्वास रखते हैं.
If the living entity doesn't want to come back to me and stay in the material world, so be it. What can I do? I can try to, in my best way, help him.
यदि जीवात्मा इस संसार में रहना चाहती है, मेरे पास नहीं आना चाहती, तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? जैसी उसकी इच्छा है.
So, even if all other factors are taken care by Krishna, still a living entity suffers in this world because of his ichha to stay in this world along with all the dangerous people.
तो भगवान सारे कारकों का ध्यान रख ले, लेकिन फिर भी जीवात्मा इस संसार में कष्ट भोग सकती है, क्योंकि उसकी इच्छा नहीं है यहाँ से जाने की, इच्छा यहीं रहने की है.
And that's how a devotee or guru is so special that he puts the last knell of karma, or last knell of ending karma in our life by transforming our ichha. Say it.
इसलिए एक भक्त या गुरु यह करते हैं कि आपके कर्म को समाप्त करने के लिए आखिरी जो
Death knell, final,
जो अंतिम जो
keel,
अंतिम जो प्रहार है, वो ये करते हैं कि आपकी इच्छा को परिवर्तित कर देते हैं.
Krishna doesn't touch your ichha, and that's why Krishna is also limited in completely transforming your destiny.
कृष्ण आपकी इच्छा नहीं बदलते हैं, इसलिए कृष्ण सीमित हैं आपकी भाग्य को पूरी तरह बदलने में कृष्ण सीमित हैं.
He does not interfere in your independence and ichha, independent desire.
भगवान आपकी जो मुक्त इच्छा है उसके साथ वो कभी भी छेड़छाड़ नहीं
But
करते.
Guru enters your life, interferes in your life and forces you to surrender to Krishna and surrender your ichha.
लेकिन गुरु बलपूर्वक आपके जीवन में प्रवेश करके आपको भगवान को शरणागति प्राप्त करने के लिए इच्छा बदल देते हैं आपकी.
Like we see our Sanatan is sleeping in the class.
हम देख रहे हैं कि सनातन प्रभु सो रहे हैं.
And Krishna is, as Paramatma, allowing him.
भगवान परमात्मा के रूप में उनको ये आज्ञा.
I am as Guru not allowing it.
लेकिन मैं गुरु के रूप में उनको नहीं सोने दे रहा हूँ.
Get up!
उठो.
So in this way, Krishna doesn't interfere with the ichha of the living entity, but the Guru chastises it, scolds, and takes the thankless task of doing all those things to transform the ichha of person.
इस प्रकार से भगवान कृष्ण आपकी मुक्त इच्छा में छेड़छाड़, आपकी स्वतंत्रता से छेड़छाड़ नहीं करते, लेकिन गुरु आपके जीवन में आकर आपको बलपूर्वक आपकी इच्छा बदल देते हैं कि आप भगवान की शरण लें.
I will take this person and make him a devotee, no matter whatever happens. इसको तो मैं भगवत धाम, भगवान के धाम में लेके ही जाऊंगा.
मैं इस भक्त को लेके ही भगवान के धाम में जाऊंगा, इसको बदल दूंगा.
And if one person just surrenders to Guru, becomes attached to the spiritual master, who is attached to Krishna, and he positively accepts the corrections that the spiritual master is giving, correcting your desire. What spiritual master corrects is your desire.
यदि कोई व्यक्ति गुरु से प्रेम करने लगता है और गुरु कृष्ण से प्रेम करने लगते हैं, एंड गुरु जो उसको मार्गदर्शन देते हैं, उसको सही देते हैं, उसकी इच्छाओं को सही मार्ग पर लेकर आते हैं.
If he just takes it positively, because the training of the Guru is very purifying. Because it's directly interfering with your independence.
तो अगर वो सकारात्मक रूप से उसको लेता है, क्योंकि ये बहुत ही शुद्धिकरण करने वाली प्रक्रिया है, आपकी स्वतंत्रता के साथ गुरु छेड़छाड़ कर रहे हैं, उसमें प्रवेश कर.
You want to do this, and your Guru says, no, this is not good for you, do this. It becomes difficult.
तो आप ये करना चाहते हैं, लेकिन गुरु कहते हैं ये गलत है, ये नहीं करना है, तो लेकिन इसको स्वीकार करना बहुत कठिन है.
So the last thing, that is the ichha, is very much dependent on saranagati.
तो जो अंतिम वस्तु है इच्छा, वो शरणागति पर निर्भर करती है.
वैष्णवेरा निवेदन कृष्ण दयामय एहेन पामर प्रति हवे न सदय. Bhakti Vinod Thakur has written in his song.
भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर ने अपने भजन में लिखा
Those who are
है.
Bengalis could understand. Yes, those who are Bengali. Yes, Ansuman Prabhu is a Bengali. He will speak the meaning of this Bengali. Yes.
अंशुमान प्रभु बताएं.
Vaishnaver nivedayan Krishna dayamoy ehena pamarapati havena sadai.
বৈষ্ণবের
নিবেদন
হচ্ছে কি নিবেদন, যে কৃষ্ণ আমার প্রতি সদয় হোক. তারপরে এটা কি আছে?
Vaishnavera nivedane Krishna dayamoy. Krishna becomes merciful when?
যেমন বৈষ্ণব নিবেদনে, বৈষ্ণবের প্রার্থনা.
Very good, very good. So when a devotee prays for you, your last knell of karma finished. When a devotee puts his hand on your head.
तो जब एक भक्त आपके लिए प्रार्थना करते हैं तो आपके कर्म का अंतिम प्रहार हो जाता है, समाप्त हो जाता है जब भक्त आपके सर पर हाथ रख देते हैं.
And that's how our greatest happiness in life should be to please the devotees.
इसलिए हमारे जीवन के सबसे बड़ी प्रसन्नता खुशी होनी चाहिए, भक्तों को खुशी प्रदान करना.
Like yesterday, His Holiness Devamrit Maharaj was giving class.
जैसे कल देवामृत महाराज कक्षा दे रहे थे.
And I was doing the translation like Kushal Bihari is doing to Hindi.
तो मैं अनुवाद कर रहा था हिंदी में जैसे कुशल बिहारी.
He liked the translation so much. Say, Sri Nitai, he remembered my name because of that. Sri Nitai, exciting, enthusiastic translation.
तो उन्हें मेरा अनुवाद बहुत अच्छा लगा कि श्री निताई दास जो है बहुत रोमांचक तरीके से करता है.
And he put his hand on my head. My life is successful.
और उन्होंने अपना हाथ मेरे सिर पर रख दिया, मेरा जीवन सफल हो गया.
Last year, His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj came and he was doing Gaur Katha, and then I did the translation. He was so happy. He said, "Can you come to Mayapur also to do translation?" I said, "Maharaj, I have a lot of services here. I have to."
पिछले साल भक्ति चैतन्य महाराज आए थे, मैंने उनके लेक्चर का अनुवाद किया था. वो इतने खुश हुए कि मुझसे पूछ रहे थे कि तुम मायापुर आके मेरे लेक्चर का अनुवाद.
Every time he gave class, "Where is Sri Nitai, my translator?"
तो जब भी क्लास देते थे वो ढूंढते थे कहाँ है श्री निताई, मेरा जो अनुवादक है.
And then he'll give his garland to me and he say, "Sri Nitai, I feel so happy in your translation."
फिर उन्होंने वो अपना जो माला है वो मुझे दे देते थे और कहते थे कि श्री निताई मैं आपके ट्रांसलेशन से बहुत प्रसन्न हूँ.
This is the success of life, because the devotees, the seniors, the superiors, the gurus, they can do something which even Krishna cannot do.
तो ये हमारे जीवन की सफलता है क्योंकि हमारे गुरु वैष्णव वो कर सकते हैं जो भगवान कृष्ण भी नहीं कर सकते हमारे लिए.
When they put their hand on your head, no power in this universe can do anything.
जब वो अपना सिर पर रख देंगे तो इस संसार की कोई भी शक्ति आपको.
Even Krishna wants to do something, nothing can happen.
यहाँ तक कि अगर भगवान कृष्ण भी कुछ करना चाहे तो वो भी नहीं कर सकते.
This is bhakti's charam sima. When you don't become a bhakta of Krishna, when you become a bhakta of devotee of Krishna.
तो ये भक्ति की चरम सीमा है जब आप कृष्ण के भक्त नहीं बनते, भगवान के भक्तों के भक्त बन जाते हैं.
And we should love to serve devotees and please them because we know that this is the way to transform our ichha, our desire. And we really don't know what is our desire because so many lifetimes we have made such desires. We even don't know what's our desire.
हमें ये इच्छा करनी चाहिए कि भक्तों की कृपा प्राप्त करने की, क्योंकि वही हमारी इच्छा बदल सकते हैं और हमें पता भी नहीं होता कई बार कि हमारी क्या इच्छा है.
But if they put their hand on the head, Sri Nitai, thank you so much for the exciting translation. Life is successful.
लेकिन अगर उन्होंने हमारे सिर पे हाथ रख दिया है कह के श्री निताई कि तुम बहुत अच्छा अनुवाद करते हो, तो मैं तुमसे बहुत प्रसन्न हूँ, हमारे जीवन सफल हो जाए.
If more and more we are convinced of this fact, more and more we will start rewinding our material bandhan or karma bandhan.
जितना हम इस बात पर विश्वास करेंगे उतना ही हम अपने कर्म बंधनों को पुनः बदलने लगेंगे.
That Krishna can handle your karma, Krishna can handle gunas, Krishna can handle kala, Krishna can handle definitely swabhava, but Krishna will not handle your ichha. That is only by prayers of gurus and Vaishnavas. Krishna Vaishnavera Vedayan Krishna Dayamoy.
तो कृष्ण आपके काल, कर्म, गुण, स्वभाव सबको बदल सकते हैं, लेकिन आपकी इच्छा को नहीं बदल सकते। वो केवल वैष्णवों की प्रार्थनाओं के द्वारा, उनके आशीर्वाद से ही बदल सकती है।
So if we can get some people who are some devotees who are pleased with us, and we allow them to interfere in our life, interfere with our independence, your life is transformed.
तो यदि हम कुछ भक्तों को, ऐसे भक्तों को प्राप्त कर सकते हैं जो हमारे जीवन में हमारी स्वतंत्रता के साथ छेड़छाड़ कर सकते हैं, उसमें बदलाव ला सकते हैं, तो हमारे जीवन सफल है।
His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, my Gurudev, said me, you stay in Calcutta and do service in Calcutta. And just by, even if I don't do anything in Calcutta, but just by pleasing him, everything else is asleep.
तो मेरे गुरु महाराज परम पूज्य राधानाथ स्वामी महाराज ने कहा था कि आप तुम कोलकाता में रुको और यहाँ सेवा करो। तो यहाँ पर अगर मैं केवल यहाँ पे ही रहता हूँ, सेवा भी नहीं करता हूँ, तब भी मेरा जीवन जो है सफल।
I remembered how His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj has been always telling that to preach, and whenever we give some preaching reports, he's so happy about it. So this is the goal of life, to please the devotees of Krishna, because what they can do, even Krishna cannot do.
तो मुझे याद है कि जयपताका महाराज जब भी बात करते हैं तो कहते हैं कि आप प्रचार करो, और जब भी हम उनके पास प्रचार की रिपोर्ट लेकर जाते हैं तो बहुत प्रसन्न होते हैं। तो उनकी प्रसन्नता से ही हमें भगवान की कृपा प्राप्त होगी।
And if the opposite, if you displease a devotee, Krishna will use kala, karma, guna, swabhava to completely annihilate you.
और यदि हम एक भक्त को अप्रसन्न करते हैं तो भगवान काल, कर्म, गुण, स्वभाव का उपयोग करके आपको पूरी तरह नष्ट कर देंगे।
So in this way, destiny, Kushal Bihari Prabhu said me, the topic destiny bows down to devotion only when we bow down to a devotee.
तो हमें जो टॉपिक मिला था कि जो भाग्य है वो भक्ति के सामने प्रणाम करता है, झुकता है, केवल तभी जब हम भक्तों के सामने झुकते हैं।
So Saranagati, and more we please devotees, live a life to please devotees, to make devotees happy, especially our superiors. And not just superiors, every devotee happy. We want to see everyone happy. We want to have an attitude to serve devotees. Finished. All your karmas are over.
जैसे ही हमारे मन में हम इच्छा करते हैं कि हम भक्तों को, सभी भक्तों को, हमारे मन में भाव आता है कि हमें उनको खुश करना है, उनको प्रसन्न करना है, तो तुरंत ही आपका जो
And devotee doesn't mean that one who is a Maharaj. Any devotee. Even if a person who is a devotee and just chanting one round of Hare Krishna and just coming to the class and attending some Bhagavad Gita class, he's also a devotee. Just love him, serve him, please him. Your life is successful.
तो भक्त को प्रसन्न करने, भक्त का मतलब ये नहीं कि केवल महाराज, कोई भी भक्त, एक नया भक्त जो केवल भगवद गीता की कक्षा कर रहा है, एक माला कर रहा है, उसको भी अगर आप प्रसन्न करने के लिए आप प्रयास करते हैं तो वो भी भक्तों के प्रसन्न, इसका भी आपको परिणाम।
So destiny bows down to devotion, provided we bow down to a devotee.
तो भाग्य भक्ति के सामने झुकता है तभी जब हम एक भक्त के सामने झुकते हैं।
Hare Krishna. Thus ends our mystery of destiny session, I hope. I don't know what you understood. If you have any question, you can ask.
ये हमारा यहाँ समाप्त होता है अध्याय, और अगर आपका कोई प्रश्न है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं।
Yes, Tarun Prabhu, please tell.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, I have two questions. First is, you said that Krishna interferes. It comes in the purview of 9.29 for a devotee. So, if a person regularly visits the temple but does not chant the round, so does Krishna interferes in his life also? Like in what category? When does he start interfering?
That is not possible. If he regularly comes to temple, I have seen one person in Albert Road. He will come and he will come regularly for darshan. He will not chant Hare Krishna. So many devotees tried him that he should start chanting Hare Krishna, but he didn't chant. He was pran liya tha कि he will not chant Hare Krishna. And one time I was sitting and chanting Hare Krishna in the temple hall. And he had an attitude that he will come and he will tell like this to all devotees. You know, he had an सबको दंड ऐसे करेगा. And no, everyone will be irritated with him. And I was one day chanting and वो भी आके मेरे को ऐसे किया. So मैं भी हाथ जोड़ दिया. And he was so happy that first time कोई हाथ जोड़ा उसको. He was like, hey, I think some little sunky person or something. And I also मैं हाथ जोड़ दिया उसको. And next time he came with counter. And हो ही नहीं सकता. I went to Mayapur, this trip. One person, I was talking with all the boys and girls and I was serving them prasad. One person came, Prabhuji, chinte parchen? I said, no. And he was wearing dhoti kurta and everything. Prabhu, I was the person who was coming to temple just to hear your Mangal Aarti in the morning. I was the police constable. I didn't wanted to chant Hare Krishna. I didn't wanted to do anything. I just was coming to temple because I loved hearing your Mangal Aarti. And do you remember, I used to ask the manager, isko har din Mangal Aarti dena chahiye. And the manager said, no, we have a schedule. And then I would come and wait when you will sing Mangal Aarti. Now he is an initiated devotee in ISKCON by His Holiness Jayaprakash Swami Maharaj. So, हो ही नहीं सकता है. Bhakti is more scientific. If he comes to temple and he meets devotees and he appreciates devotees, he will become serious. He will start chanting Hare Krishna. I can bring him to the class. He can tell his story. He was police constable and he used to get frustrated in the night duty he had, and he would come, and the only thing he liked about temple was Mangal Aarti of Sri Nitai. And that's what he was telling in Mayapur. Then I remembered, this fellow was, because so many years have passed when I joined the ashram in Albert Road. So like that. Right? This is just one example. I can give so many examples. If you appreciate a devotee, come to temple with a service attitude. We can come to temple just, आया घुमा चला गया. But ऐसा होगा नहीं. Devotees are very merciful. They'll force you to appreciate you, or they'll force you to criticize them. And even if you criticize the devotees, अरे क्या लोग हैं. Then also I have seen people become devotees. बहुत खतरनाक लोग हैं. Devotees are very dangerous people. Even if you criticize them, scold them, and do whatever with them, they are so merciful. They will force you to become devotee because there is some relationship. Okay? Either you become appreciative of devotees or criticize devotees. If you somehow come to temple and somehow relate with devotees, devotees will slowly. If you just don't leave devotees, that's what my experience of last 21 years in ISKCON. Anyone who wants to continue practicing Krishna consciousness just doesn't have to leave devotees.
Okay, second part of the question is that Krishna, if there is, he zip it and give more trouble, or he elongates and smoothen it. So can he eradicate the karma reaction completely if he can, or if he doesn't do, if he can that thing, if it doesn't do, then why he doesn't do it?
So first of all, Krishna definitely removes lot of it. So you may have 99% be removed by Krishna, 99% of your karma, but that 1% sometimes becomes so overwhelming in our life, we think, oh Krishna, isko bhi kyun nahi remove karte hain? Then Krishna is telling, अरे 99% काट दिया, तुम इसका भी complain कर रहा है. So Krishna doesn't remove all the karmas because we'll become complacent and we may again start doing wrong things, because so long our heart is not pure. If Krishna completely removes the karma, it is just like that until unless the father gets a full confidence that my son has become disciplined, he will not remove the boundaries, right? He will not remove the boundaries. He'll keep some boundaries, right? So that it is for the protection of the son. So similarly, Krishna doesn't remove all the karmas of a devotee, allows certain things to come for the protection of the devotee. First thing. Second thing, Krishna also doesn't remove fully because he is fearful that the devotee will become proud. Third thing, Krishna doesn't remove fully the entire karma because he doesn't want to disturb the entire management of the material world, because the demigods have allocated certain karma. So Krishna says, okay, ठीक है, उनकी खुशी के लिए कर लो, right? So these are some reasons why Krishna doesn't remove fully. Okay? Yes, Udharan Krishna. प्रभु की जय.
तो वो my question is कि आपने स्टार्टिंग में इच्छा वाला एग्जांपल दिया था कि अदर्स की इच्छा भी हमारे डेस्टिनी को डिसाइड करती है, तो क्या भक्ति में भी ऐसा होता है? क्योंकि कई बार देखते हैं एनवी भी लोगों की बढ़ जाती है या फिर वो है, तो how does that also?
Yeah, envy, that's natural. Every devotee goes through envy also. Like people see me, so many people are putting dandavats to me, they become envious. That's natural. So long you are in material world, you have to face. Even if you are a devotee, people will become envious of you also.
But किसी के चाहने से डेस्टिनी हमारी चेंज हो सकती है?
नहीं. They may become envious to you, they may trouble you, but Krishna will protect you also. Just like Krishna protected Pandavas. But if you are determined to stay here only, then Krishna will say, okay, stay here. You have to make a call that whether you want to stay in material world or whether you want to go to spiritual world to his support. Material world will always have all these problems. Does that answer your question? So Krishna will protect you also. But even if you become a devotee, they will become like, they see my life. अरे क्या वाह, कमाता नहीं है, हाँ? और सब लोग दंडवत मारते हैं, प्रभु जी मारते हैं, माता जी लोग मारते हैं, सब लोग अप्रिशिएट करते हैं. अमेजिंग, हाँ? खटता ही नहीं है, सब दंडवत मारते हैं और सब लोग बोलते हैं प्रभु प्रभु प्रभु. People become envious. I have seen so many people become envious of me. That's okay. Krishna protects.
But प्रभु जैसे materially भी there are some people who are very affluent, so I'm sure they must be having lot of enemies. तो वो किस हद तक ये ऐसा influence करता है किसी और की इच्छा दूसरे व्यक्ति पे? Bhakti, I understand that Krishna definitely protects us, but
so is it a devotee or not a devotee? That example.
Not a devotee.
Not a devotee, very difficult to say. Not a devotee, very difficult to say. Because what happens to a non-devotee is very difficult. Karma is extremely complex. Extremely complex. Very difficult to understand. It's a mixture. It's a mixture of karma, guna, swabhava, kala, ichha. Very difficult. Because such a complex function, na? It is not just x plus y is equal to z. It's not like that. It is x cube plus e to the power x plus log x, and so many things are involved. So many complex functions are involved. I don't know whether you have read calculus.
Yes,
Good.
Yes. Okay,
you know asymptotes. Remember asymptotes?
No.
Huh? You have forgotten asymptotes. And how did you clear IIT? You forgotten asymptotes. Okay. So, okay, anyone would like to tell what is asymptote? remembers
line touching a line at infinity.
That is asymptote. You have not read asymptote? 1 by x curve. So you may do whatever, but all your endeavors will not touch it will be looking like, oh, in infinity it will touch, but your endeavors are useless, because if you are not a devotee, you are an asymptote. I don't know whether you remember. You can search in Google asymptote. I have read nicely, fundamentally. Okay, yes. Anyone else? Through Prabhu ki jai.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम। प्रभु जी, प्रश्न यही था कि स्वेच्छा और परीक्षा से जो हम परेशान होते हैं, स्वेच्छा को गुरु के आशीर्वाद से और भक्ति से बदला जा सकता है। परीक्षा का इसमें कोई, क्योंकि भगवान भी आपने जैसे बताया कि इच्छा को टच नहीं करते हैं, तो परीक्षा से कैसे हम बचें?
परीक्षा से बचने का एक ही तरीका है, भगवत धाम दौड़िए धोती उठा के, और कुछ नहीं। और जब तक हैं टॉलरेट कीजिए। ताम स्थिति क्षस्व भारत, कृष्ण सेज आगम अपाइन अनित्यास ताम स्थिति क्षस्व भारत। टॉलरेट ओ अर्जुना, टॉलरेट। So long you are in material world, सुख दुख, लोगों का मान अपमान, ये सब आएगा। Krishna says tolerate. And how you can tolerate? How you can get the strength to tolerate? By understanding last जीवन है, भगवान जो देना है दे दो। क्या, what is that? जान बची तो लाखों पाए, लौट के बुद्धू कभी नहीं आए, और इस जगत में कभी नहीं आए।
लौट के बुद्धू घर को गए।
घर को आए, यस। घर हमारा आध्यात्मिक जगत, स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड। So in this way we do not have much control on para ichha. Okay, tolerate. And if it is becoming too much, then Krishna will ensure that you are protected. That will happen, but some beatings you will get. Be ready.
Yeah, that is happening. Krishna is protecting.
Krishna will protect, but you will get the pain also. Okay.
It doesn't feel.
Yeah, so that's what I'm telling. So those things Krishna has taken care. Krishna has taken your स्वभाव, changed your स्वभाव. So वो सब भगवान करते हैं, उससे पर इच्छा से जो इफेक्ट है वो भी कम हो जाता है। You are understanding? But होगा। Yes, Madhur Koli Pro. Okay, one Mataji. Yes, Akarshita, and then Madhur Koli Pro. Yes.
I'm audible.
Fully, yes.
So, Prabhuji, I think said in a very wonderful lecture that transforming Ichha depends upon surrender. So, Prabhuji, I have a question relating to surrender. That what is the definition of surrender? Are there any levels in surrender? And how to increase our levels if there are in surrender?
So Krishna says that surrender is anukulyasa sankalpa, pratikulyasa varjanam. Accept what is favorable for devotional service, reject what is unfavorable for devotional service. If Guru says you, ki Akarshita, this looks little not good for your devotional service, for your life, please don't endeavor for it. And stop it. That is surrender. So anukul and pratikul. What is meaning of surrender? So either I myself understand what is favorable for my life, what is unfavorable. If I am not able to understand, take some help, take some consultation. Let us say I am not able to put trust on my Guru fully. I still feel, no, I feel this is favorable. So do it, get some beating, and again your trust level will increase on your Guru. There are three types of people who learn. The first one is one who hears and learns. The second one who hears and experiences, gets some pitai and learns. The third one, he hears, he experiences, never learns. So either one or two you remain and slowly increase your trust. If your trust on your Guru is not that much that you can just hear and follow, no problem. You do something here and there, get some beatings, Then come to realization, oh, he's telling the same thing. Oh, why did I get a beating? Then your trust will increase. No problem. You do not have to accelerate your surrender to Guru. Take your own time. But don't artificially surrender and don't blindly surrender. Srila Prabhupada and our scriptures never suggest blind surrender. If you are able to hear and through the sastric studies and understanding Bhagavad Gita, if you are able to understand and your Guru is also telling the same thing, you follow. If you are not, you have little bit of here and there, then you will get some beatings and then you will come to the right conclusion. Don't worry. You do not have to 100% surrender. 5%, 1%, whatever surrender you have, you start. And slowly, you will see by being in touch with devotees, Guru, your surrender will increase. No one is forcing you that immediately you have to do 100% surrender. As your trust increases on the instructions of the Guru, guidance of the Guru, your surrender will also increase. Okay, so don't blindly surrender. Anyone? Do it organically. And if you do it organically, you may also go through positive or negative, both. Yes, it's clear. Does it answer your question? There is no force. Just like Krishna doesn't force, Guru also doesn't force. The only thing is that Guru interferes. Krishna doesn't interfere. So Krishna doesn't force, Guru also doesn't force. But Krishna doesn't interfere, Guru interferes. That's the difference. So, but Guru also doesn't force. Hey, you have to surrender. Not like that. You apply your brain substance and surrender. Surrender for 1%. You see the experience of surrendering 1%. Just like example is given, because I am telling. Google Map is not a right example. Imagine Akarshita wants to go to Mayapur from Calcutta. So he doesn't know the way. So he gets a guide who can guide him to go to Mayapur. And the guide gives a road map. But he has trust issues with the guide. Arey, sahi bol raha hai, ye ghuma raha hai. He has trust issues with the guide. So that's why he is not able to surrender to his guide. So what is expected? The guide says, from Calcutta, if you start going in this NH12, then you will see airport coming. After airport, there will be Barasat. After Barasat, there will be Kalyani. And then, whatever I forgot, Santipur and then Mayapur. Okay? Krishnanagar, then Mayapur. So you do not have faith that he is telling the right thing. But you have 1% faith, and with that 1% faith, you start at least traveling, and if airport comes, say, arey, sahi to bola, airport aa gaya. So your 1% faith becomes increased, okay? And you start traveling with that 5% faith, and then Barasat aa gaya. So your faith becomes 15%. Sahi bol raha hai. And when Barasat has come, then you put more and Kalyani comes. By that time, your faith has become 45%. So in the beginning of your journey, you had 0% faith, but somehow you agreed that I will put a leap of faith of 1%. So that's why Guru does not give goals. So a right Guru doesn't give goals. A right Guru gives directions. That becomes easier for the disciple to put faith. So he gives, it does not, मायापुर जाना है, ऐसे जाना है, नहीं, he gives direction. इतना आप जाएंगे तो ये होगा, उतना जाएंगे तो ये होगा, उतना जाएंगे तो ये होगा, so that the person is able to put more trust. Okay? But no one is telling to become 100% surrendered. That will become artificial. Surrender 1%, work on 1%, see the result. Surrender more percent, work on the more percent, see the result. That is a organic, healthy surrender. That Bhagavad Gita speaks about. Okay, is this clear? Ya yathamam prapadyante tastam tam sathaiva bhajamyaham. Krishna says that okay, you do not have a thing to surrender to me fully. Ya yathamam prapadyante. Prapadyante मतलब surrender. जितना आप सरेंडर करना चाहते हैं उतना कीजिए एंड मैं आपको उतना रिजल्ट दूंगा, आपसे उसका ट्रस्ट और बढ़ेगा. Like that. Is this clear? Yes, one Prabhu, Madhur Koli Prabhu, and then we'll see one more.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad.
Yes, Dandavad, please tell.
Thank you Prabhuji for the wonderful class.
You were there in the class, that's why it was wonderful.
Thank you. During the class you mentioned about one example, Mars 2 Lake. If you feel it, if you can share that example, or maybe we will hear it some other occasion.
What example?
आपने class.
Oh, example. Okay. Let me take some questions. I will share. Sometime I will share. Okay. Example is very funny. So, yes. Vishnu Priya Mataji. Vishnu Priya. Yes.
Hare Krishna will be Demetram.
Yes.
Thank you for the wonderful class. Prabhuji, my question is, recently I met one Mataji and she writes books. So I asked at the end that Mataji, please bless us. So Mataji said one line which I could connect today, and I have a conclusion. She said that blessings are not some magic or miracles that I can do. My blessings are in the books. So if you will read, you will get my mercy and blessings. So today, Prabhuji, you mentioned that by pleasing the devotees, by the mercy of Guru, by pleasing the Guru. So Prabhuji, this pleasing the devotees and pleasing the Guru is also like sometimes we think that it is just the Ashirwad, just the blessing, the pleasing. So can you little bit elaborate, Prabhuji?
So
please?
our understanding of blessings is putting a gun point on Vishnu Priya's head and said, Vishnu Priya, bless me. Bless me. And so that is not the idea of blessings. Blessings means heart's outpour of emotions. That is called blessings. So we cannot force anyone. You may pray, Mataji bless me, Prabhuji bless me, Gurudev bless me. ठीक है, they may just also say, yes, I bless you. But that is not blessings. Blessings means an outpour of emotions from someone's heart when you really please that person. So that is called blessings. Okay? But even these, even if it's simple, even if the devotee says, okay, I bless you, then also it works. But the power depends on how much the person is speaking it from heart. Okay? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji,
Okay.
but is the same context relates to like pleasing the devotees? We may find, we may have a different definition of pleasing the devotees, but is there some actual definition of pleasing the devotee?
The definition of pleasing devotee, ask them what pleases them and you do that. Finished. Simple. If I ask Vishnu Priya,
Nothing.
what do you like? She says malai dab ice cream. Give malai dab ice cream. Don't give butterscotch. Simple. She is pleased. Blesses you. Simple philosophy.
Thank you.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Yes, Deepak Prabhu. Deepak.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes. Dandabad, please tell. Go ahead. Oh, he's stuck. You're stuck. Your network has. Okay, someone else can ask. Ravi Shankar, you can ask. Then he will buy the time. Your voice is very low. Yes. To speak more louder. Yes, but yes.
I don't do take bath, I don't do
I am not able to hear anything. This voice is.
Prabhu said that what is bhakti?
Huh?
I don't do puja. Am I right?
Oh, so you don't chant the name?
I only chant the name. I don't do puja part.
Bas. You are in the right path. Krite yadhyayato Vishnu, Tretaya yajato makha, Dwapare paricharayam, Kalau tad hari kirtanam. In Kali Yuga, bhakti is only chanting the holy names. Puja, Path, not required. And if you are able to do, it's okay. But bhakti is just chanting God's names. Chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. More you chant, more you are doing bhakti. Okay? Don't worry. Hari Bol. Yes, Deepak, please tell.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु, सॉरी नेटवर्क इशू की वजह से कट गया
No
था।
problem. बोलिए.
प्रभु जी, I have two questions. First is you mentioned that if someone's ichha is to like malign you or think you're bad, so it can affect and भगवान कभी उसको interfere नहीं करते. So is someone's ichha also written in our destiny?
No. Someone's ichha is not written in your destiny. Ichha is independent.
Okay. And thank you, Prabhuji. And second question is that you said for receiving the blessings of Krishna and Guru also, we have to transfer ourselves from material world to spiritual world. So,
okay, so let me elaborate your first question a little bit so that you are very clear.
Okay. Yes, Prabhuji.
So every living entity in this world has a radius of freedom. So even his ichha is also limited based on his karma. So even if he wants to trouble you beyond certain limit, he cannot, because he is also bound. So we do not have to unnecessarily get afraid of others' ichha. It may so happen that his radius of freedom has no power to enter our life only. He may do ichha. Okay. Like so many people may do ichha. कि यार Sri Nitai मर जाए, Sri Nitai ये हो जाए, वो हो जाए, they may be envious of me. But their radius of freedom is very less, so they cannot help do anything for me, to me.
But Prabhuji, it's sometimes said कि suppose मैंने अपने past जन्म में या फिर few years back I would have slapped someone, इसलिए आज मुझे शायद किसी और ने थप्पड़ मारा.
Not
so
necessarily.
Is it right to some extent?
No, not necessarily. It's not as linear as you are thinking. आपको थप्पड़ ऐसे भी मार सकता है, ठीक है ना? तो just it's not linear. It is very complex. ठीक है? So that is why don't try to find out the cause. क्यों वो थप्पड़ मारा? Find out the response. Spirituality doesn't tell you find the cause. क्यों थप्पड़ मारा? Because वो बहुत ही complex है. Spirituality tells you how do you respond अगर कोई आपको थप्पड़ मारता है. Spirituality trains you in reaction.
Second question.
Second question, yes.
Second question is that Prabhuji, that you mentioned for getting the blessing from Krishna and also our Guru, we have to transfer ourselves from this material world to spiritual world. So is it that कि सब कुछ छोड़ छाड़ के saint बन जाओ, या फिर being in the material world we can practice spirituality?
Saint is also, I am also part of material world only. You will have to attend the Bhagavad Gita classes so you understand what is material world, what is spiritual world. Okay, so you have to enroll for the Bhagavad Gita classes. This is explained in Bhagavad Gita Advance. So first attend the Bhagavad Gita basics. If you have attended, join for the advanced course. In that we discuss about what is material world, what is spiritual world, and how do we interact. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji.
You have to attend the Bhagavad Gita classes. Okay, yes, Pavitra, Maitri Devi Dasi, and then Arvind Pandey, and then Pratik. Okay, then last and.
Krishna Prabhuji Dhanapad. Thank you for a very nice session. Prabhuji, I was wondering about what is endeavor, over endeavor, and comfort zone, because like now and then you have mentioned that we should get out of comfort zone to progress more in spiritual path. So how it affects the destiny and how it affects our spiritual life.
So sometimes we are lazy to endeavor. So then definitely it affects our destiny. So how do we know whether I'm lazy in the comfort zone, or we am endeavoring sufficiently, or I'm becoming too passionate and over endeavoring, and that is troubling us? So you will not be able to understand right at this stage. Slowly as you become more serious, practice bhakti for more number of years, you will have that realization. But in the formative years of our bhakti, we require some guide to help us, right? Your son, when he's small, so then you are too much concerned about how much biscuits he is eating, how much sweets he is eating, correct? And a mother may realize, अरे बाप रे, बड़े होते तक कि ऐसे ही करना पड़ेगा, कितना बिस्कुट खा रहा है, कंट्रोल करना, नहीं तो ज्यादा खा लेता है, like you used to say, na, that the worms in the stomach of the child. So that is just the beginning. Slowly as you help him, after some time the child himself will understand कितना बिस्कुट खाना है, कितना बिस्कुट नहीं खाना है, right? So similarly, in the child form of Krishna consciousness, in the beginning form of Krishna consciousness, you will not be able to understand what is endeavor, what is overall. But as you become more realized through taking guidance of the Guru, after some time you will yourself only realize, I think I am in comfort zone only. I am not in. In the beginning it is difficult. Just like for a child, it is difficult. How much I should eat. Sometimes the child eats and then spoils his stomach. He ate so much of chips, correct? Or he will not eat. Play and not eat. So a mother is required to balance between play and eating and studying. But the mother's role should be to train the child to understand the balances. So similarly, Guru's role is to not make his disciple or student overly dependent on him and make him paralyzed. Guru's role is like a mother to help the person stand on his own leg, to make him understand how much to eat chips, how much to study, how much to play, all those things. So when we get a right personality in our life, he will tell us the balance. And in the beginning it may be difficult. We will learn. Just like a child grows, you will also grow. And you will not just grow, you will after some time give others also guidance. Okay? Okay, Hare Krishna. Yes, Arvind Prabhu, and then Pratik. And then we'll end. I have to take rest.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, धन्यवाद प्रणाम प्रभु।
हाँ, बोलो।
सद्बुद्ध सेशन के लिए बहुत आभारी रहेंगे हम लोग प्रभु जी। थोड़ा सा मेरा एक प्रश्न ये है कि इच्छा के ऊपर प्रश्न है प्रभु जी कि आपने बोला कि इच्छा के ऊपर भगवान में कोई कंट्रोल नहीं, मतलब इसके ऊपर, लेकिन मतलब इसमें भगवत गीता में भी मतलब आपने सेशन लिया था तो उसमें बोला है कि मतलब ही इज द सोर्स ऑफ ऑल मटेरियल एज वेल एज स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड। तो क्या इसमें जो सोर्स में अगर हम देखें तो इच्छा नहीं, मतलब इच्छा को नहीं इंक्लूड किया गया है क्या? मुझे थोड़ा सा कर दीजिए प्लीज।
Yes, ichha is the preliminary by default function of the soul, right? Just like Krishna has ichha, independent ichha, we are part of Krishna, we also have independent ichha. So why we are getting ichha? Because Krishna has ichha. Krishna has infinite independence, we have infinite simul independence. Krishna का अनंत इच्छाएं हैं, हमारा छोटा इच्छा है, right? So, but we have ichha because Krishna has ichha. Now we say, oh, I don't want ichha, I don't want ichha. So you are asking that which is not possible because you are part of God. God has ichha, you will have to have ichha. Just like the drop of ocean water says, why I am salty, why I am salty. Arey, you are salty because you are a drop of ocean water. What can be done? So you have ichha because Krishna has ichha. Now why Krishna has ichha? Krishna has ichha. Without ichha, how will you enjoy? Krishna wants to enjoy. Raso vai saha. Krishna is, Vedanta Sutra says that Raso vai saha. Krishna loves to enjoy. And without ichha, how will you enjoy? And similarly, the living entity also, Anandamayo Bhyasat, Vedanta Sutra says, the living entity also wants to enjoy. Why the living entity wants to enjoy? Because he's part of God, he's part of Krishna. Krishna wants to enjoy. But there is a way how to enjoy. And that's what Krishna also teach. कि आप अगर गलत तरीके से करेंगे तो प्रॉब्लम होगा. You are understanding? So ichha is not a source. It is the constitutional nature. When you tell source, when something has come out, but it is nature of Krishna. Krishna means ichha. And anything comes out from Krishna, which is the spirit soul, has ichha. That is why the spirit soul is called Chit Vastu, which has ichha. And then another energy that comes from Krishna, that is Achit Vastu, that is, which doesn't have ichha. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Pratik.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु। प्रभु मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है जो कि बहुत नॉर्मल एक मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में कोई भी इंसान उसके मन में आ सकता है, और चूंकि हम लोग कई प्रैक्टिस भी कर रहे हैं भक्ति की ओर अपने अपने क्षमता के अनुसार, तो जैसे कई बार कुछ ऐसी चीजें होती हैं जैसे माइंड में एक इनर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट रहता है, या कभी ऐसे सिचुएशन है कि मन में कभी ईगो आ जाता है, और पहले की अपेक्षा जब बिल्कुल मटीरियल वर्ल्ड में है तब तो उसका ज्ञान भी नहीं हो पाता है, अंदर से पहचान भी नहीं पाते हैं कि ये हम लोग सही कर रहे हैं गलत कर रहे हैं। बट चूंकि हम लोग इस लाइन में है कि हम लोग भक्ति की ओर अपने अपने तरीके से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, तो हम लोग को इसका एहसास भी होता है कि नहीं, अब ये जो हम लोग माइंड में जो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स हैं या जो ईगो है या जो हेट्रेड है ये सही नहीं है, कभी ना कभी इसको पहचान लेते हैं। तो इसको लेके मतलब मेरा एक प्रश्न है कि क्या ये इसको हम सेल्फ इंड्यूस्ड माने या इंड्यूस्ड बाय समवन एल्स माने, कि ये जो हमारे अंदर ऐसी प्रवृत्ति आ रही है ये हमारी स्वयं जनित है या दूसरे के द्वारा दी गई है, एक क्वेश्चन। और सेकंड क्वेश्चन ये है कि क्या हमारे मन में ये ऐसी भावनाएं आना स्वाभाविक है या जो भक्ति के मार्ग पे चल पड़ा है उसके मन में ऐसे प्रश्न आने ही नहीं चाहिए।
Can you show this? Oh, why it is not coming?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, this is we, the soul. The soul is naturally pure. It has no contamination. Nothing can contaminate the soul. आत्मा कभी अशुद्ध नहीं होता है, हर समय शुद्ध अवस्था में रहता है। Even a terrorist has a pure soul. The saint also has the same soul, pure soul. Animal has a soul, pure soul. Where is the problem is the three filters that we have. That is mind, intelligence, and ego. So the soul is viewing the world through this filter, and the soul is also receiving information from the world through these filters. And what bhakti does is it starts purifying these filters. And it takes some time. Slowly, slowly, as these filters purify, you realize कि I am doing, या फिर I am thinking wrong. But because you are not fully purified, you do not have the strength to stop doing the wrong. You may continue doing wrong by understanding I am doing wrong. But as you go the process, more purification, the filters are more purified. Now you have got more strength, mental strength to refrain from the wrong. Okay? So that is beginning. So why it is coming? Because you are naturally pure. What was obstructing you from these thoughts before? The contamination in the filter. How these thoughts are coming now? Slowly purification is happening. What will happen further? You will get further strength to continue if you continue the bhakti nicely. Okay? This makes sense?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. We had nice destiny that we could complete this destiny session. Hare Krishna.